What it do? It's the man, the myth, the legend, your favorite big cousin, Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. And today, guys, I want to start something new. Today, I want to start my first ever Real Talk Friday segment, as I'm going to be talking about an issue in college football as it relates to the real world. And on this first official Real Talk Friday segment, I want to talk to you about the lack of black head coaching at the Division I level. At the time of this recording, there are 15 black head coaches in Division I football out of 131 schools, which makes up about 11%. And guys, some of those black head coaches includes Charles Huff at the University of Marshall, Stan Drayton at Temple, Tony Elliott at Virginia, James Franklin at Penn State, of course, Coach Primetime Deion Sanders at Colorado, Mel Tucker at Michigan State, Jay Norvell at Colorado State, and also, guys, there's one more, Thomas Hammock at Northern Illinois University, among others. And guys, this is so alarming considering the fact that every time you may have a coach or two that's black that gets fired in the cycle, you'll see one or two that gets hired, meaning that these PWIs, predominantly white institutions, aren't willing to hire blacks past a certain quota, because there's never been more than 12% blacks coaching at the Division I level. And guys, that's pretty alarming. So it seems to me now that blacks are being hired as status quo and not necessarily the actual candidates some of these schools want. And another thing too I want to touch on about the lack of black head coaching at Division I level. Yes, guys, I know Marcus Freeman's at Notre Dame. I didn't leave him out. But guys, back to it. Another thing I want to touch on too is that if you look at the SEC, right, everyone watching this video would agree that the SEC has the most black athletes out of any Power 5 conference. But they only had one black head coach in their existence, and that was Sylvester Crooms at Mississippi State, as some of you know. And guys, that's just flat out wrong. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic. Wrong is wrong, guys. There's no way it should be only one black head coach in the existence of a conference that's mostly black athletes. And another thing too, I don't mean to laugh, that's pretty sad about this thing is that Hugh Freeze was able to get back into a SEC before a black coach got one opportunity. For those of you who don't know Hugh Freeze's story, while he was at Ole Miss, they were in the top 5 recruiting, they had a good team. But the whole time he was getting those players there because he was doing what? He was bringing hookers and prostitutes on his recruits' visits to have sex with them. And guys, that's so wrong that he was able to do that, go get another head coaching job, right, at a Division I school in Liberty, and come right back to an even bigger program in Auburn in the SEC before a black coach can get one opportunity. And guys, I want to know your opinion on that. Why do you think that is? Why do you think these PWIs aren't willing to hire black coaches at a higher rate? And guys, I'm not an idiot, right? These are PWIs, like I just said. I don't ever expect it to be a 50-50 split between white coaches and black coaches, because these are white institutions. They're never going to hire you at an even level, and they're never going to hire more of you. So there's never going to be an even split between white and black coaches, and it's never going to be more black coaches than white coaches at a white school. I understand that. What I'm simply saying is that there needs to be a higher percentage of black coaches getting these opportunities, guys. I mean, hell, you see some of these white coaches that are just assistants on other staff, guys, not even coordinators, go and get other head coaching jobs at other schools over some black coaches that are coordinators, guys. That's crazy to me. That's so crazy that you're willing to bypass a candidate that's black and he has the coordinator experience. He has 10, 20 years of coaching experience under different coaches. And you'll see a white candidate that's just a receiver coach or a linebacker coach go get a coordinator job or a head coaching job before a black coach. And that's wrong also, guys. So I want to know what your opinion on is this, guys. What can we do to fix this solution going forward? How can we get more blacks to be head coaches at the Division I level? And another thing too, guys, that's kind of alarming is that a lot of these white coaches are just recycled around. Like Tom Herman took a year off. He's back coaching at FAU. And I can keep naming other coaches, guys, that got fired, let go, or took time off or whatever, resigned, and they're back coaching. And meanwhile, like I just said, you have a lot of black candidates that been coaching 20 years, didn't get fired, maybe moved around a bit, but he still hasn't got that breakthrough coordinator or head coaching opportunity. Guys, you let me know your opinions on this matter in the comment section. This is your boy Tater Too Real, and we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.